laugh when I say I'm from Cornwall. No one's happier to be here than me tonight, I'll tell you that much. So I realized during the pandemic I'm a shitty parent because I did groceries for the family and we were trying to do like 10 days worth. And I went to the grocery store and I bought $487 worth of groceries. But then when I stopped at the LCBO for my wife and I spent $987. So I was like, fuck it kids, Daddy's got his drink, his Labatt 50, you guys are on your own. So I am a morning radio show host in Cornwall, which for some of you might think, oh, I'm sorry Dan, you didn't make it, hey, you're in Cornwall. But here I am, and the number one comment I get from people that find out I do radio is like, I don't know how you do it, man, I don't know how you don't swear on live radio. I couldn't do it. How do you do it? And the answer is quite simple. I'm a fucking professional. That's how I can do it. There aren't a lot of jobs in the world that condone or endorse swearing, right? Can you imagine going to work on Monday morning, pulling into Tim Hortons? Welcome to Tim Hortons. Can I take your fucking order? Dark roast with 2 fucking cream. Is that what we're doing here right now? And 10 goddamn Timbits while we're at it. Sir, it's camp day today, and for an extra $2, you can help send one of those little fuckers to camp. Well, every little fucker deserves a holiday, right? So put me down for $4. And the rules have changed at the radio station. Now when we award prizing, people aren't allowed to come in, so we need to mail them, but we also have to get them to sign the waiver, and we do that via email. And I've learned the last few months, asking for people's emails, that you learn a lot about someone based on their email address. So if you're on a new relationship and you want to get to know your partner, ask them their first email address, because some people still have them. Right? You're like, hey, John, congratulations, I'm just going to need that email. He's like, yeah, it's bud_420@hotmail.com. I know what you're all about, John. Good for you, man. No wonder you like my show at 6:30 in the morning. You know, then there's other people who like know their email's embarrassing, but they could give a fuck. They just owned up to it. Hey, Rick, congrats, man. I just need your email. He's like, yeah, it's pussking17@hotmail.com. Rick, did you just say pussking17? I did. That means there's at least 16 other Puss Kings somewhere on the internet, and I just don't know how high that number goes, and I don't know that I really want to find out. And then there are other people who still have embarrassing emails, and instead of saying them, they spell them out for you, but they fuck with the cadence so that you don't really know what it says. It's like, hey, Rhonda, congratulations, I'm just going to need your email for that waiver. Oh, my email, okay, it's PENISHER69@gmail.com. Rhonda, was that Penis Hunter 69? Yes, it was Penis Hunter 69. I'm like, great. Now I'm definitely going to need your phone number. And you just won a prize that we don't normally give away on the air. Oh, Rhonda. So, my brother's 37 years old, and he's one of those guys who uses words he has no idea what they mean just to appear smarter. Anyone know someone like that? Hey, we all know somebody, right? I think at work they call them assholes. Assholes? Right? They like just, holy fuck, when is he gonna stop? So my brother and his wife are driving in the car, and he's the passenger, and they hit a pothole, and he's drinking his coffee, and he chokes on it. Because, as Rochelle mentioned earlier, it went down the wrong hole. That's what we all say, right? Unless you're a doctor, you don't know what that hole is called. My brother, without missing a beat, when his wife was concerned for him and said, oh my God, are you okay? He's like, oh, yeah, it just went down my fallopian tube. 37 years old, and my sister-in-law had to explain to him, A, fallopian tube, not here, here. B, you don't fucking have one, okay? You know our son Finn? You found my fallopian tube when that happened. With the pandemic and all the quarantining, I had a lot of time to think, and I thought about the most useless shit. Anyone here ever have a diaper party? Nobody? Do you know what diaper parties are? So I didn't have a diaper party when my kids were born. They're 20 and 18. They didn't exist. A diaper party is like a bachelor party without strippers. The guys show up with a box of diapers, we all get fucking hammered, and then you go home. Fun. But the baby shower for women, any woman in this room ever get pumped up about going to a baby shower? Because they're bullshit, right? The guest of honor can't even drink. And you play stupid games like, guess what flavor this one is? Let's sketch the baby, see what it's gonna look like. And then they like melt chocolate bars into diapers, and you gotta smell and taste them to see what kind of chocolate bar it might be. Who the fuck wants to do that? And bobbing for nipples. Okay, I admit it, that one's not real. That's my fantasy about those parties. That you're bobbing for nipples. But I had an idea during the pandemic with my downtime. I thought, why don't you switch the parties, and instead of having it before the baby's born, wait till the baby is born and mom's like, you know, the baby's 6 months old, now mom can drink, you can get her ripped, you can have a ton of fun, and now you call it like the JJ party or something like that, right? And maybe if it was a C-section, it's a piñata party. And you can play like fun games, right? Now that she's hammered, you're like, all right, everyone, put your bets in. How far can Cindy squirt the breast milk? Those are games you want to play. Now, if you guys have been paying attention to the news lately, you know that the top doctor in Canada has told us the safest way to have sex during a pandemic is by yourself. And I thought, well, that's interesting because when I was a kid, my mom told me I'd go blind. I am wearing glasses and I'm legally blind in my left eye, just for the record. But now Dr. Tam says it's the safest. Who do I believe? This prescription tells me my mom knew what the fuck she was talking about. But it doesn't stop at Dr. Tam. Did you guys see what the BC CDC gave for advice for sex during a pandemic? It's insane. If you are going to engage in sexual activity, shower before and after the activity. If I'm with a woman who showers before we're about to fuck, I'm getting the hell out of there. Like, what the fuck is she washing off? And they've got all these other rules, and the last one, when available, use a barrier, aka a glory hole. This was the government website. Who the fuck is running the BC CDC? Ron Jeremy? Jesus. And if you don't know what a glory hole is, ladies, and you're at a table with men and they go, oh, they're fucking lying to you because they've all watched at least one video, okay? Probably multiple. Now, how the hell are you going to pull off a glory hole in a pinch at home? Well, this is your DIY project. The DIY project is get him or her into your room and just remove the doorknob. Right through the hole, instant glory hole. There you go. You're welcome. This is my gift to you, Kingston. The other thing I had to learn to do during the pandemic was relax. And I discovered the best way for me to do that is by aromatherapy. Not essential oils, I'm not a fucking witch doctor. Old school, I was burning candles. I'm man enough to burn a strawberry vanilla candle. I'm man enough to burn a lavender candle. But Yankee Candle has man candles available. Have you heard these? The marketing department thought, you know, we need more men buying candles for themselves. What sense can we create to make them feel less like a pussy? So they came up with them. And these are real. They have a candle that allegedly smells like 2x4. Do I need to smell wood while I'm rubbing one out on my own? Probably not. They have fresh cut grass. They have bacon. And the marketing department was like, oh, we got this. And then they came out with this one, Mantown. See, it got quiet because everyone thought, the fuck does Mantown smell like? I have a theory. Let me bring you back to, say, July. Hot summer day. You ever see a man nonchalantly just stand there and for no reason do this maneuver? Or maybe he goes for the double. If you don't know what I'm doing, that is a man actively detaching his testicle from the inside of his thigh because it's adhered there to the moisture. And in that moment, the nutsack releases from the thigh, and there's a little pocket of air that happens in that moment. That is what Mantown smells like. It's a little salty. It might be a little musty. If moist had a smell, it would likely be Mantown. Available at Michael's, by the way. My name's Dan O'Leary. Thank you very much.
Keep that going for Dan O'Leary, king of Mantown. I think we need some Lake Town too, right, ladies? Keep up with these guys. It's funny, with quarantine, I realized how much kids kill your sex drive. How many people here have kids? Let me